Well, I noticed something on social media yesterday. How everybody, how a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people were clapping, jumping for joy. How Israel have been smacking the living daylights out of Iran. And some people even wrote polls. Is the Iran done and all that stuff? And I told folks, man, I keep trying to tell y'all, you know, the people who are going to suffer the most are the people with nothing to do with it. They ain't got nothing to do with it. You know, people who's going to suffer the most, people that just want to live their lives and stuff like that, and get along, you know, with everybody. And that should be, I think that's pretty much like the basis for a lot of religions, you know, is getting along with your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Treating people how you want to be treated and all that shit, you know? Trying to be the best person you could be in this world, you know? Bruce, what's happening? Then when you see, I don't know the dude's name, not gonna try to act like it, but you see him get wiped off the first of the earth with a bucket buster, right along with 10, 15, 20 other people, including the civilians that got vaporized. And people start jumping for joy, clapping their hands, but not worried about the civilians that died, you know. And then you see all these bombardments the next day, and all this stuff is my 3 cents. I could be fucking wrong, just my opinion. I'm not representing nobody or nothing like that, you know. I'm just me, right? But me thinking is kind of like you had to think that any country that gets bombed is going to do something back, you know. And all this tit and tack, back and forth shit, what's up? Nobody's worried about the innocent populations, you know what I'm saying? They're not worried about all that. They're not. It is crazy. Now Iran throw a whole bunch of missiles out there. I don't know what they hit. They have a briefing right now on C-SPAN. You could go and watch. They're talking about the hurricane and Israel and Iran and stuff like that. There's no concrete reports on the number of deaths in Israel and what was hit and all that stuff, and we probably won't even really know, because Israel's been keeping a lot of their shit under wraps, even though the satellites could show you, you know what I'm saying? The satellites don't lie, you know, and this is crazy. You know, you hear about reports of Israel ramping up at the border of Iran, and then I guess Iran is supposed to just sit there. I'm just assuming that everybody's thinking that Iran is just supposed to sit there and just let them come on in, right? Let them come on in. And then people out there on social media saying, yeah, they're bringing American troops over there to help and stuff like this. And I'm like looking at them as like, what the fuck you mean, yeah? Like, half these motherfuckers is bot farms anyways. They just spreading misinformation. But at the end of the day, people are going to die. You know what I'm saying? People are going to die, and this ain't no fucking laughing matter. You know? And half of these cats, majority of the people, I want to say probably about 95% of the people that's out here clapping their hands and supporting either side ain't even busting a grape. They ain't busting a grape. They ain't suiting up. They don't want to suit up because they don't want to die. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to. They want to defend their country by way of a goddamn keyboard on social media, and basically war profiteering. They're profiting off of the war. They're profiting off of the lives of the innocent civilians and the IDF soldiers and and the people of Iran and the people of Palestine. They're war profiteering off of all of them from the comfort of their home. And some of these cats is out here not even from Israel, pandering like they from Israel with a fake ass account, making thousands of dollars a month off of blood. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Bruce? This shit ain't. The innocent people are gonna be the ones mostly affected. You know, the innocent men, women, and children, the elderly, the people who are, the families who are sending their families out to war, they all gonna have to deal with this aftermath. They all gonna have to deal with all this aftermath. You know, you could boo-hoo-hoo, show your fake ass sympathy from a damn keyboard, you know, but this is the way it is, man. You know, it's like we almost in the, I feel like sometimes we in the Roman days at the Colosseum with all these people talking about some off with your head, and people want to see blood. Literally. You got people out, they got a lot of people out here that don't want to see peace. You know, you hear all about, you know, what the Palestinian people teach their children and stuff like that. But you don't hear nothing about what the Israel people teach their children, because some of those people, there's fanatics everywhere. There's fanatics in the United States. There's fanatics in every country. In every fucking country. You know? And I don't want to, you know, it's kind of like this moral fucking, this fake ass fucking moral high ground that people want to sit on. Is disgusting. Nobody, I don't think, in my 3 cents, nobody in this whole conflict don't have a moral, who's doing the fighting, don't have a moral high ground to stand on. They don't. But it seems like the person, the people who got the stick, who got the loudest horn, is parading around here like they do, and people believe it. They don't. Nobody has one. Ain't nobody's hand. None of these motherfuckers' hands is clean. Nobody's hands is fucking clean. But people out here, they portraying like they holier than thou and shit like that. Nobody's hands is clean in this shit, man. Nobody. You know? Like, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. You know, some of these countries are starting to wise up. You know, people within the Haitian government, they wising up. Burkina Faso, Niger, wising up. A lot of these people out here are starting to wise up, man, and really see people for who they truly fucking is. And if this shit keeps happening, like, people are going to start finding other people to fuck with. You know? I keep trying to tell folks, man, in my opinion, like, you get rid of Saddam, what happens? You get rid of Gaddafi, what happens? When them two dudes, I'm not talking about what they've been accused of or adjudicated on and all that stuff. I'm not praising them dudes. I'm not bigging up them dudes or anything like that. But look what happened. Look what happened when those regimes fell. Look what happened. And now look at all these these terrorist organizations running amok, just running amok, having four rings. It's like it's literally like the inmates is running the block now. You got ISIS running things, Hamas running things. You got Houthis running things. You got who them other cats? You got these other cats running things. Yeah, people thought they was. I mean, what are you supposed to do? Sir Foul Player of Brooklyn was Iran was just supposed to sit back and do nothing? Was they supposed to? I'm asking. I'm like, because I don't think that they was. I'm not saying what they was supposed to do and all this shit, but it didn't seem to me that they were just going to sit back and big. It didn't seem like they was going to sit back and just lay down. Then you have the pager bombs. Then you have that. You know, I don't see how you can. It's like watching boxing, right? One fighter hits the dude, crowd goes wild, puts the guy on Queer Street, and the guy comes back and hits him back. Boom. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Certified Player of Brooklyn said inmates running the block. Kamala, same administration. Israel is instigating like they always do. At least Trump called out Bibi for starting wars. Well, you have to think about it though. Some people are tactful. Some people don't go out here and say what they want to say because they put on their little political front and they be nice about it. The Biden administration, if I'm not mistaken, said basically we need to come to a deal. We need to figure out how we can fix this. Calling out an ally, because that's one of Israel's America's ally, is not necessarily a good thing because everybody is watching. Everybody is listening. And people tend to gas other people up when people are getting talked about or getting constructive criticism and stuff like that in Front Street. Now, I don't know what they said in their little private meetings and stuff like that, but everybody knows or should know, especially if you part of the government, that the IDF or Israel as a whole has some people within their government with some extremist views, you know, and I would assume when we think about morals, ethics, and beliefs and stuff like that, that's what everybody has, but not everybody's morals, ethics, and beliefs are the same. That when you see innocent kids blown apart, whether it's not on the Israeli side or the Palestinian side, that one dead child, one dead innocent person is not good. It's not good. It's unacceptable. It's inexcusable. But then you have these letters of the law that dictates on what kind of responses and what things people can do and stuff like countries can do and stuff like that in response to a lot of these things. And that's how we get to where we are. That's why a lot of the things are being justified, you know. Sir Fab Brooklyn said Trump tried making a deal between Israel and Palestine. Trump said that it was Netanyahu who didn't want to stop the fighting. Biden said today his stands with Israel, but doesn't war now. can't you can do what you want to do, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's the prime minister. He should have been gone a long time ago. Uh, a lot of people within our government years ago was saying that his time is up and he needs to step down, but he's still there running the show. Obviously, they have a prime minister and a president, so that'll tell you that right there. Um, and it's and we would have been in the same predicament whether or not Trump was in or not, whether or not he was in or not. You know, now the level of severity that we're in right now, who knows what had happened? Who knows where we would be? But we would have been in the same predicament. You know what I'm saying? And it almost seems like you put Hamas in charge, and everybody knows that knows after a couple of years, everybody knows that they're a terrorist organization. Everybody knows that they've been deemed a terrorist organization, and Israel works with them and stuff like that for years, and now all of a sudden people are dumbfounded about what they did on October the 7th. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, I mean, all this is my 3 cents, man. It's my opinion. I'm not saying what it is and how it is and shit like that. I'm just brainstorming. This is my little journal. And but at the same time, is all the political people that was part of the Palestinian government, they're all fucking locked up. They're all locked up in Israel. If you believe that the hostages are in tunnels, they're hiding them in schools, they're hiding them here, they're hiding them there. How do you bomb indiscriminately like that? How do you bomb indiscriminately like that? I'm just asking y'all a question. How do you keep doing it? How do you say to yourself, well, if I keep doing this, will they kill the hostages? I'm just asking a question. Will they? Will they get pissed off? Will they? Are a couple of these hostages high-ranking officials or somebody of national, somebody that's a national treasure or high value to Israel? I don't know. Are they kin to somebody that they're not saying? I don't know. You know, there's some of those, because some of them people work for the IDF anyway, so they not really a hostage, they enemy combatants. I don't know, but I don't know, man, but it don't seem right, bro. And now, like I'm trying to tell y'all, man, that moving forward, sometime soon, something else is going to happen to Iran, right? And I hope, and I pray that Iran doesn't respond and do the unthinkable. And I pray, because the sad part about all this, that everybody should, that I would hope that people are really put near dear to their heart, that the only ones that's the people that's going to be affected the most are the people who ain't got nothing to do with it, that ain't a part of it, and that is innocent. And it's sickening how them Houthis. It's sickening how when you call out things that may or may not be atrocities, when you call out how the innocents are being killed, when you call out things that you look at as being wrong, moral and ethically, that you got people calling you Hamas and saying those are Hamas talking points and this and the third, and it's kind of like you can't say nothing for Palestine, but you can say everything in the world good for Israel. Makes no sense. Yeah, them Houthis, man. It's crazy. So you go if you get rid of, I'll just put it to y'all like this, man. It has not worked out. This has not worked out. It doesn't work. From my opinion, I could be wrong with the history books, but what I have seen, like I said, when Saddam was gone, they put in one dude, Maliki got in there, another guy got in there. Look what happened in Iraq. When Gaddafi was gone, look what happened over there. When now you're gonna get rid of some of them, watch what happens. The next dude is probably gonna be more fucking vicious than the last dude. If you think that guy was evil, what do you how do you think when Triple OG evil get up in there? You know? You know, I don't know, man. I just don't know. And the crazy thing about another thing is people are not realizing is 20, I think it's 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, or whatever. Arab Union or whatever you want to call it, they're getting together. And they're talking about how they're willing to help the negotiations out to make sure everything is cool, copacetic in Palestine, so Palestine can have its own state, so they can calm down all this foolishness. Now, what happens if Israel keeps these bombings up and escalate it even further with even more nastier bombs and nastier damage? What are those? What are they gonna do? The Arab Union gonna do? What are they gonna start doing? Because people keep thinking, like, it's like one of those things. Everybody got a plan until they get hit in the mouth. You know, everybody got a plan until they get hit in the mouth. You throwing these bombs at a country. Israel's throwing these bombs at a country. And every time they throw one, they know that they're putting their own people at risk. The people who ain't got nothing to do with it at risk. Because you want to, if people are going to deem these people extremists, radicals, and terrorists, what do you think they're going to do? What do you think? I'm man, this is all my opinion, man. My 3 cents. I'm not trying to hurt nobody. I'm not speaking for nobody. This is my little diary. I'm just unloading on some thoughts that from what I see. I'm not being sympathetic towards terrorists. I'm not bigging up no terrorists. I'm not clapping my hands for anybody. I'm not putting on no pom-poms. I'm not saying, yeah, that a boys for nobody. I just wish that I just wish and pray for the innocent people that ain't got nothing to do with it. Because them the people that's gonna get vaporized, limbs blown apart, sitting out there enjoying the day in Tel Aviv, enjoying the day in Gaza, the best way they can for what they got to deal with, and they could be going just like that, push of a button. And I know, shout outs to the whole entire world, and everybody stay sucker free.